Today, we're going to burst some bubbles and uncover the truth behind this seemingly normal habit. It's easy to brush it off as just another part of life. But what if it's more than that? What if it's a sneaky trap, sapping your willpower and weakening your connections? First off, sorry for the flashy intro, but we need to grab your attention for this crucial topic. In this deep dive, we're going to explore what really happens in your brain, both scientifically and philosophically, when it comes to masturbation, and what Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, can teach us about this vice. Subscribe and hit that bell, because you won't want to miss this eye-opening discussion. While current medicine reassures us that masturbation is normal, even observable in dogs and other mammals, there's more to this story. This wasn't always the mainstream view. In the past, masturbation was seen as immoral, especially for men, due to its unproductive nature. And for women, it was thought to create a harmful distance from men by finding pleasure independently. Beyond these moral judgments, there were beliefs that masturbation could lead to diseases. So, what changed? Is it really harmless, or are we missing something crucial? Stick around as we unravel these questions and reveal why perhaps it's time to rethink this normal act that might be quietly wreaking havoc on your life and relationships. Let's get started on this journey of discovery and self-awareness. Alright, let's get real about something a bit touchy but super important. The whole deal with masturbation and how it messes with your head and your vibe, but with a Stoic spin on it. Think of your brain as this awesome fortress, totally solid and commanding respect. Stoicism is all about keeping a tight rein on your cravings, making sure you're running the show, not the other way around. Like Seneca was hinting, getting too cozy with pleasure is like putting yourself in chains. Going overboard with masturbation is kinda like letting a wild party take over your fortress, trashing your mental space and self-respect. Diving into quick fixes for a good time while ignoring what it does to you in the long run is pretty much like saying you're fine with being less than your best self. Marcus Aurelius was onto something when he said we've got control over our minds, not everything else that's going on. That strength he's talking about? It's all about realizing you've got the power to make choices, choosing dignity and mental toughness over a fleeting buzz. Stoicism isn't about just biting your lip and ignoring what you want. It's smarter than that. It's about getting to know your desires well enough to manage them in a way that lifts you up. Every time you decide to skip the stuff that knocks you down mentally and emotionally, you're stepping closer to being the boss of your own brain. So take charge, boost your mental game, and jack up your self-esteem. And hey, mixing in a bit of modern science, we know that balance is key. Overdoing anything, even if it seems harmless, can throw you off your game. Understanding and managing your habits can lead to better mental health and a stronger sense of self-worth. Friends, we strive to create unique content for you, for which we would like to ask you to support our channel by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and we also recommend watching our other videos. Imagine your relationship is like a ship cruising through life's ups and downs. You and your significant other are the crew, working together to keep things smooth sailing. Stoicism, all about being your best self and keeping cool under pressure, is like the GPS for this journey. Epictetus once said the real deal in life is being free from all those wild desires and emotions that mess with your chill. Now, if one of you starts getting too caught up in solo pleasure sessions, it's like you're not really in the game anymore. This can leave your partner feeling a bit left out in the cold, messing with the vibe that keeps your relationship shipshape. Sometimes going solo can seem as tempting as a siren's song, pulling you away from the real treasure, that deep connection and teamwork with your partner. Marcus Aurelius dropped a golden nugget. The best way to deal with trouble isn't to run away or shut down, but to double down on understanding and getting closer. Stoicism isn't just about keeping your desires in check. It's about knowing yourself and finding balance. It asks you to think, is what I'm doing helping us grow stronger, or is it just a quick fix that's pulling us apart? A solid relationship is all about that mutual respect, getting each other, and sailing towards being your best selves, both together and as individuals. So, keep your relationship's ship steering true. Value the journey with your partner, and let the wisdom of Stoicism light up the way to a balanced and fulfilling partnership. Dear viewers, your opinion is really important to us. Share it in the comments if you have any questions, or just write helpful video so we know what you find interesting. Let's delve into how dependency and escapism, especially in relationships, can really throw us off course, and see how Stoicism helps us navigate these tricky waters. Think of yourself as this savvy captain sailing through life. Stoicism is your compass, keeping you from getting too hooked on distractions and helping you steer clear of just trying to escape the tough stuff. Epictetus, a Stoic bigwig, once said something super insightful. Don't stress about making everything go your way. Instead, go with the flow, and things will work out. This is all about facing life's challenges head-on, not looking for easy outs that eventually make us reliant on them and derail us from our path. Now, if we zoom in on something like masturbation, especially when it becomes a go-to escape in relationships, we're essentially anchoring ourselves. We might be trying to dodge the rough patches, stress, responsibilities, or emotional pain. But this kind of escape is fleeting. When we come back to reality, we often find our issues have grown. The Stoic approach teaches us that true freedom is internal, coming from controlling our desires and facing life with bravery and resilience. Relying too much on these quick fixes can make us less capable of handling life's tougher moments. Marcus Aurelius nailed it when he said we have control over our minds, but not necessarily over what happens around us. Realizing this is where we find our true strength. This strength lies in breaking away from these dependencies, ditching the escapism, and tackling life's challenges with a Stoic spirit. Life can be unpredictable, but with Stoicism guiding us, we keep our ship steady, led by the stars of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Let's sail through life not as those fleeing from it, but as masters of our own destinies, especially in our relationships. All right, let's put on our Stoic hats and chat about how physical health, especially when we're talking about stuff like masturbation, fits into the picture. Your body as this well-oiled city-state where everything's working in perfect harmony. That's the Stoic dream, living in tune with nature and using good old reason to make things tick. The Stoics didn't directly chat about today's habits, but they were big on living naturally and wisely. The golden rule here? Keep it moderate. Seneca, who was all about balanced living, would probably tell us that wanting too much is where trouble starts. This totally makes sense when we're talking about physical health and masturbation. Going overboard can mess with your comfort or distract you from your goals and dreams. Sometimes getting too carried away can lead to physical issues, from a bit of discomfort to stuff that really throws a wrench in your daily life. It's super important to listen to your body and see these signs as a wake-up call to maybe dial it back a bit. Marcus Aurelius, that wise old emperor, reminded us to treat our bodies well. They're our ride through life, after all. He's like, look after your body, but don't make a big show of it, and let your mind do its thing. This is all about keeping yourself in good shape, not just for the heck of it, but so you can live life to the fullest, do your duties, and chase after being a good person. So what Stoicism is really saying is this: don't ignore what your body needs or try to squash your nature. Instead, it's inviting us to find that sweet spot of moderation, to let reason be our guide, and to make sure our habits are lining up with our bigger goals and well-being. When we look at how habits can mess with our daily life and responsibilities, especially in relationships, Stoicism gives us a pretty solid roadmap. Marcus Aurelius, a big name in Stoic thought, once dropped this truth bomb: stop arguing about what a good man should be, just be one. That's a straight-up call to action. If a habit starts screwing with your performance at work, fogging up your brain, or eating into your self-improvement time, it's like letting weeds overrun your garden. This can really jam up your efforts to live with purpose and leave your mark. Stoicism isn't about just saying no left and right. It's about aligning your actions with your beliefs and goals. Epictetus, another Stoic legend, would likely urge us to give our habits a serious once-over. Are they boosting or blocking our path to our best selves? His advice is basically, figure out who you want to be, then act in ways that get you there, not off course. If a habit, like maybe spending too much time on solo pleasures, is throwing a wrench in your daily life or straining your relationships, it's a clear sign you've drifted from the Stoic mission of building a rock-solid character. It's a wake-up call to rethink your priorities. amp up your self-awareness, and use logic to guide your desires and decisions. By doing this, you ensure that your daily actions nurture, not neglect, your personal growth and relationships. Remember, Stoicism is all about finding that sweet spot of balance. Each choice we make is an opportunity to commit to a life filled with meaning and virtue. It's about having the discipline to tackle our responsibilities head-on and cultivating a life that mirrors our highest ideals, especially in our relationships. Watch more of our content, subscribe to the channel. May the Force be with us.